Welcome back, it's Nine, and today I got another video for you guys. We are going to be talking about Death Stranding and an update to the game in regards to the PS5. We are going to be talking about The Last of Us Part 2 and a possible update for the PS5 as well. And lastly, we'll be covering Elder Scrolls 6. Now, before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get right into it, and this comes straight from TwistedVoxel.com, and it's titled Death Stranding to get new story content and possible PS5 upgrade. Now, this is a rumor, but it comes from a rather reputable source. Navtra has accurately leaked information related to PlayStation exclusives in the past. This leaker was the one who first posted about the Final Fantasy 16 announcement at the PS5 Games Showcase, and that turned out to be true. Navtra has also shared some leaks on Final Fantasy 7 Remake and other Square Enix projects in the past. Now, what they had said is if you are interested in Death Stranding but haven't played it yet, it might be worth it to wait a little bit. And Navtra had posted this over on the Reset Era forums. So we know that, Death Stranding was one of those titles that basically had people either loving it or really not feeling it, and it was kind of no in between in most cases. Now, when a user asked if this news will come with a PS5 patch announcement, Navtra replied, even if there's an upgrade path, I think it will be paid since there's new story content in this version. And that makes it really interesting. So not only are we getting a upgraded version, there's also going to be new story content, which really adds to what Death Stranding could bring. I mean, we know we haven't heard of what Kojima's working on recently, and I guess this was his latest project, and so he was putting out an update for it as well. And this isn't out of the ordinary for Kojima to do. As we know with Metal Gear Solid games, he did that with 2 and 3, where he added expansions onto the story. So in my opinion, I think that this is likely true. I mean, I could totally see them doing a upgraded version for the PS5. And on top of that, if there's really going to be a case of, expanded story content, it really fits in with this rumor, especially if you look at previous titles that he's done. I think he's probably going to try to extract as much money as possible from this title, as I don't think we're ever going to get a sequel to Death Stranding. I just don't think it moved as many units as they may have liked, so he's probably moving on to his next project. But yeah, I totally think that if they did do an upgraded version with some story content being added as well, then people will jump in, and fans of the actual game, not just Kojima, but rather Death Stranding, the IP, are definitely going to jump back in with this game, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind spending a few extra dollars if they really do enjoy that universe. Now, on to our next topic, and this is all about The Last of Us Part 2, and this comes from PSU.com. This is titled, The Last of Us Part 2 PS5 patch was in the works, but no word if it's still coming. So Naughty Dog was working on a PS5 patch for The Last of Us Part 2, but there's no word yet if it's still coming or when it might be released. And that's according to Navtra, and this is the same insider that talked about Death Stranding Extended Edition, as well as, with Final Fantasy 16 rumors and Final Fantasy 7 Remake, where they were actually right about those rumors or leaks. So Navtra had to say, I know a patch was in the work at some point, but I'm not sure if it's still happening or when. I'd be surprised if it doesn't get a patch, though. So they believe that there is a patch in progress and that we're likely going to see it. If there is a patch, I do wonder if there will be a remaster, as a patch would kind of just fill that kind of that gap, right? Or fill that need for a remaster. Obviously, this would probably just mean faster load times, better frame rates, better resolutions, maybe better textures. I would hope so, or something along the lines of just making this game feel more like a PS5 game, because I know they did an amazing job with Ghost of Tsushima, and PlayStation is all about making sure their titles look the best they can possibly look. So if they did that treatment for Ghost of Tsushima, I imagine Naughty Dog will do the same for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, on to our last topic, and this is all about Elder Scrolls 6. This comes from GameRant.com, and this is titled, Industry Insider Claims the Elder Scrolls 6 won't arrive until 2026. So it's been 3 years since the Elder Scrolls 6 was officially announced by Bethesda. Bethesda's Vice President Pete Hines said that the Elder Scrolls 6 news was years away and won't be releasing until after Starfield, which also doesn't have a release date. So basically, a tweet was sent out by an alleged industry insider saying, I expect FNV2 in the latter half of this decade. I expect the Elder Scrolls 6 in 2026, 2027. I expect anything close to a Fallout 5 into 2030s. Starfield is next, and even that needs another year or two. So this is pretty massive if we look at it like this. So let's cover who Tyler McVicker is first of all. He reports on studios like Bethesda, Valve, and Nintendo, and has shared his predictions on Twitter many times. So he's somebody who has some sort of insight on those specific companies, and he believes that this is the case for Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6. So Starfield is about a year or two out, which to me is, man, this game feels like it's been in development forever. And then Elder Scrolls 6, 2026, 2027. And I feel like, why even announce this game? They shouldn't even have bothered announcing this game at this point because it's so far out. It's kind of pointless. Like, if we're going to end up waiting so many years anyway, and I mean, it's been 3 and we haven't got anything other than that one teaser with the logo, really. It's crazy to me that they even bothered showing that off. And then, of course, Fallout 5, 2030s. That's if all this is true. I think it's going to be a long time till we start seeing these games make their way out. I know Microsoft did buy them, but I'm thinking with all this development time and these being pretty big titles, I do wonder what will happen with them if they'll end up being on the PS5, which I truly believe the Elder Scrolls 6 will make its way to the PS5, and so would Fallout. The only thing I could see is maybe Starfield wouldn't, just because there's never been an entry anyway, so it might not fit for that purpose, but the Elder Scrolls 6, it definitely is going to go in one way or another, whether it's a timed kind of exclusive to the Xbox or whether they end up, just releasing it day and date with PlayStation and Xbox with day of on Game Pass. That I could see that as well. But overall, this is kind of all we've got about the Elder Scrolls 6. We haven't heard much about it. This is the closest thing we're going to get to some news, and from the sounds of it, we're probably not going to hear anything about this for some time. But that's all I have for you guys today. Death Stranding sounds like we're going to be getting another one of those editions of the game with some extra story. It's going to look more crisp. It's going to look better. Probably going to launch on the PS4 as well. What do you think of that? How do you feel about this Last of Us Part 2 patch? Are you really looking forward to this? Would you dive back into this game once they do get a patch out, if they end up doing that? And lastly, how do you feel about this Elder Scrolls 6 news? Do you think it's going to be pretty far out like this guy is stating, or do you think it's closer than we think? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.